Hello? Oh, hi, darling.
Half a world away, another day. So let's go play on the moon. It's a starry place. We embrace the space while we're miles away on the moon.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of On the Other Line. I am your host, Kelly Keegs. We're here. We're back. Everyone is in studio. How is everybody? How were your weekends?
Good.
Gia, how was LA?
LA was fabulous.
Yes.
My weekend was good. I did literally nothing, so it was awesome.
No,
Love
you
that.
didn't. You built Legos.
I built a lot of Legos.
Oh my God, that's right.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
What inspired that? You know I love. I am so supportive of an idle hands type building situation.
I was like walking past the Lego store like 2 weeks ago or like right before my birthday, and then my boyfriend got me a Lego set because I was like, oh, like I've always really wanted to try building Legos.
Yeah.
Then we built it and we were like, that was so fun. Let's do it again. And now we're addicted.
She's a Lego girl.
Legos, something about, I love Legos as well. I don't have them though anywhere like on display. I don't know. I like have them at my parents' house for sure. But I love a project like that, especially on like a Saturday or a Sunday or anything like that. It passes the time and it keeps you off your phone. I said that when I built that fucking Book Nook thing. I was like, this took me like 6 hours or some shit.
Yeah.
But it was amazing because I just like wasn't on my phone. I was listening to my book or I had like TV on in the background. Like it was so grounding, I feel. And I love that. And I love that you did that.
It's very
so
fun. I'm going to literally become addicted.
So you're going to get a bunch of Legos.
Yeah,
you're gonna
totally.
get like a shelf and put them all on there.
That's what I was thinking. Like, I don't have my own place, so I'm like, I don't have anywhere to put these. Like, my room is really small, so I just don't know. Like, I'm just gonna buy like a bunch of small ones until I have my own place, and then I'm gonna buy like those legit ones. Those like 1 million piece ones,
like the Star Wars.
Yeah.
Whatever that.
I almost bought like a $200 one, like a Marvel one, and I was like, where am I gonna put this? And
that's
like,
always how I feel. And they're fragile, you know. Like they're pretty sturdy to a certain point, but like the extraneous pieces, like the little stuff hanging off, the good details, are what screws it up. Where did you get that Harry Potter one?
At the Lego store. They have all the different
So
common
cute.
rooms.
That one really made me want that.
Yeah.
I was like, shit, I think I have to.
And it was like
a Lego.
$30.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Legos are so cheap. Who knew?
Yeah.
That's because people step on them and like, you know, so nobody wants them. That would be one of the only reasons I would like want kids or choose to have kids is so I could play with all the kid games.
Yeah.
Like and just have an excuse to have a bunch of toys lying around.
Yeah.
Not that I like want a bunch of toys lying around aesthetically. It's disgusting, obviously, but I do like. I mean, it is.
Kids' aesthetic is so fucking disgusting.
It literally is. Like nothing is worse than the aesthetic of a house of
child.
kids. Like it's just, oh my God. And I feel bad because, you know, what do you do? Kids that's how they are. But yeah, the Legos is a good thing. How was your trip out west? How was the weather?
It was fun.
Yeah.
Weather was awful.
Really?
Yeah, it was rainy and
what a bummer.
cold every day until the day before I left.
Yeah.
But it was fine. Saw my friends from college.
Love that.
Celebrated my birthday.
Oh yeah, your birthday was in between this time. Yeah. How was the birthday?
It was great. I was like really nervous that it was gonna suck.
Yeah.
Because like I wasn't really. I had my two friends, but like I'm usually with like a lot of people, and it's like I make it a big thing.
Birthday crew. Yeah.
So I was like, oh God, it's gonna be awful. But it was really awesome. It was super fun. Very just like chill. We went out to dinner. Good vibes. Yeah, it was great.
Love that.
Good interviews.
I feel like celebrating birthdays is like I have friends who are still like very, very serious about their birthday. Like it's a month long, it's multiple dinners with multiple groups of friends, like the whole thing, which I like to be a part of that. I personally I used to kind of be a birthday bitch. I was like, I love getting, you know, attention for my birthday.
Right.
Like I'm all about it. And then I started having like different types of birthdays, and I think that was the start of like, oh, I appreciate my birthday more than just like it's a time I just want to celebrate, I just want to party, I just want to be with everybody. Like once I started having like a little bit of different, like okay, this year was different than the last, but it wasn't bad, it was nice, it was lovely, and it kind of made me maybe take it, I don't want to say take it less seriously, but I feel like I put a lot of pressure on my birthday, or I used to put a lot of pressure on my birthday.
Them.
Right. And I was watching one of your clips and you were like, I cry on my birthday all the time. I cry every fucking year on my birthday.
Yeah, I know. Every year.
And it's not that I'm like disappointed with it. It's not that I'm upset that I'm like aging. I am upset that I'm aging, but I'm not crying for that reason. Like it's just something about it is so overwhelming.
Yeah.
And it's like, and it like makes you whatever. But once I had like party year, friends, this, gifts, parents, like the whole thing for so long. And then when I finally had like kind of a chill birthday, I was like, okay, now I'm feeling good.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt too.
Yeah. And I was like, this is good too. So like, so maybe next year I don't have to like grind my dick off and like cry consistently because I'm like worried about the party or worried about like, does everybody know it's my birthday?
Yeah,
like,
that's how I was last year. I was like,
Yeah.
because I had like a big party and I was like, no one's going to come. Like, this is
Yes,
going to be the worst
exactly,
thing,
yes.
most embarrassing thing of my life. Like, this is going to be awful.
Which was so wrong because that ended up to be like one to this day, one of my most favorite nights in New York City was your birthday last
That's
year.
so fun.
It was so
like,
fun.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a great time. And like, and the stress leading up to it sucks. Usually the event is like completely worth it. But I feel like when you realize you have other options every year, it's like, okay. And it also makes your life feel longer. Like, I feel like, oh yeah, I have plenty of birthdays to like keep partying with. I don't know. It's just like a nice outlook on it. But I'm glad you had a lovely birthday.
Yeah, thank
That's
you.
Really nice. Madeline, what were you up to this weekend?
It was
What'd you do?
actually my roommate's birthday.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
So
birthday.
Aquarius season, huh? Or Pisces, I
Pisces.
guess.
It's still Pisces, yeah.
Okay.
So we had a Sunday fun day, which I am not usually in for.
I love a Sunday fun
I
day.
was
I haven't
so
had one in
drunk
so
on a
long.
Sunday afternoon
Love it.
that I haven't done that in a while.
What kind of drunk? Champagne drunk or?
Bellini and
Oh,
mimosa.
love it. That's
which was
the only
so
kind of champagne drunk or Sunday drunk I prefer and like is a champagne
I was
drunk.
giggling and laughing and making jokes. It was so fun. And then it rolled from like noon, and then I got home at like 9 to watch The Last of Us.
Of course.
And so
Oh
it
my
was
god,
like,
I totally forgot to watch that last night. Ugh.
okay, then I won't say
Everybody,
anything, but-
don't talk about it. Everybody keeps talking about it.
But
And
yeah, it was literally like an all day event, and I was like, this is so fun. But then I was like hungover at like 8 p.m., so I didn't come here yesterday being like, oh, I'm so hungover.
right.
So it was kind of like I had a shitty Sunday night, but then I was like up and at 'em yesterday
But it's
morning.
fine. Yeah. And
It was so fun.
I'll say this. I feel like whenever if I drink in the day for sure, I always come home, pass out like at whatever time. And then I end up waking up earlier.
Yeah.
Because like, I don't know if it's like hangover anxiety or like what, but I always end up waking up earlier and having like kind of a productive day. Cause I feel like I'm just trying to like get through it and just like, I'm going through this day. I can't sit down. Otherwise I'll fall asleep, like that kind of vibe. So I feel like it's, the day drunk is just the ideal drunk. It's my favorite kind.
And it was fun. It like felt like I was naughty for like drinking on a Sunday.
course.
So then it like made me have more fun because I was like, oh my God, who am I drinking on a
Yeah, it's like I'm crazy
What am
right
I
now.
up
Like,
to?
I have obligations tomorrow.
Right,
Like I have
and-
to take a shower in the morning. Like this
Right.
is crazy.
And like Gia knows when I go out, I really don't drink that much. I'm not a big drinker.
Yeah.
So then I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna have 6 Bellinis.
You
Like,
go,
who's
girl.
stopping
Have
me?
as many Bellinis as you can stomach.
But it was so fun. So yeah, big birthday weekend.
That's excellent. Wow. I guess it really was. Oh, you guys, I was about to just now talk about my weekend. I also went to a birthday party.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's funny.
Wow, I'm just realizing that. I went to shout out to my friend Janelle. It was her birthday. I went to Brooklyn, a little Brooklyn excursion. Hadn't been there in a while, and it was a lovely night. It was a feather and leather themed birthday, so you had to wear leather or feathers or both, whatever. I of course chose all the above, and had leather pants, leather jacket, feather cuffs, feather shoes, whole thing. So it was a really nice time. It was fun because I've talked about this before. Finally, this week is the week that I go to this like giant Jamaica bachelorette party for my girl Andrea, and it's 26 people, girls and gays. It's gonna be the most ridiculous like trip ever. Thursday to Sunday, like it's quick trip, gonna be fun. But I was glad because we had this birthday party this past weekend, and a few of us that are going to Jamaica were at this party, and we met up beforehand and had just like a little, a quick drink before the event, and then we got to the event, and it was just nice to like kind of dip my toe into the party a little bit with my friends, and I got to catch up with them quickly. Like I hadn't seen them in a while, and I got to like catch up with them a little bit. We went to this party, had a good time. The drinks were good, the vibes were good. It was a cool spot, like 390 Social, I think is what it was called in Brooklyn. Cute spot. It was like restaurant vibe, but my friend I think had like rented out the back, or
Cool.
It was cute. It was a good time. And so But I was happy to have that because I realized before that, I can't remember the last time I went out. I cannot remember the last time I went like to a bar to drink or to a club or, like I've been to dinners and whatever, but even the dinners I haven't been like fucked up at. Like I've been since January started and I had that terrible hangover. I've been so afraid. Like I'm still afraid. It's March and I'm afraid, but now I need to like get the fuck back on the horse because I have this trip coming up and I'm like, I need to show out. You know what I mean? Like, this is, I'm the party girl. I can't, I'm not hanging it up just yet.
Yeah.
But it was nice having this like dip my toe in. But I will say that I was pleasantly surprised. I don't know if it was because I just was, giving off an aura of, lovability and hotness, or if the fact that I was wearing like a see-through shirt. But I did have a couple of guys come talk to me over the weekend, which like I also forgot what that was like. People hitting on me at the bar. Yeah. So that was nice. I politely, declined every single person that spoke to me, but it was nice getting spoken to.
That's awesome. Like that. There's no better feeling.
No. Yeah.
We're like, I know I look hot today.
Yeah. Like I thought I looked hot when I left the house. And I was like, this is good. And then of course, it's like a leg up when your shirt's see through. So it's tough, but like whatever. But it was nice. It was nice having some conversations and just feeling social. I feel like I hadn't had like a social outing in a while, and I'm really glad for it because, like I said, I'm going into this massive like social situation in a couple of days, and I just like I've had anxiety about it. I don't know.
Yeah, I get that.
That would be hard going from like 0 to 100.
Yeah. So I'm glad that I'm glad I went out, did it. I want to like. You know what it is? It's because the weather's finally starting to turn, and now it's March, and I know that it's like it's all we're going down the slide right into summer in a good way, and I now have like cabin fever, and I want to get the fuck out, and I want to do things, and I like my seasonal depression is subsiding, so I just feel like it's gonna be a crazy spring and summer, you guys. Are you ready for that? Do you have that mindset yet?
I don't know.
I think I decided literally this weekend that I need it. I need to like. Kick myself in the ass to do shit.
I have the spring mindset. I am not in the summer mindset yet. I have the spring mindset of like day drinking for the first time
Love that.
And like not wearing a puffer coat.
Right.
Like I like the anticipation part of it.
I agree.
That spring provides. I'm ready for that.
I'm totally aligned with that completely. I love that feeling. I love light coats. I love spring jackets.
I love a spring jacket.
I'm very upset.
It's too hot. I'm not sweating.
Exactly. And they're so much more fashionable. The puffer, like I can't like with my puffer again.
No,
I have it. I'm wearing it today. Right. I just like, I'm sick of looking like a marshmallow. Like it's time. I need to like show off my cute shit. I feel like we didn't really get a good fall time, so I didn't really get to wear any like my fall jackets, but some of those can kind of be repurposed to spring with like a springy outfit underneath, so I'm excited about that. And so those are just some things I've been thinking about, and that was my weekend. But first order of business, a couple things we're going to talk about today, but first order of business is we are all candidates to be all-star players in The Dozen, the trivia extravaganza that Jeff D. Lowe has rained down upon this office. And I can't express to you guys how much it's taken over my life all of a sudden. Like I have always loved trivia. I've always like, my dad loves trivia. He's always like quizzing me for stuff my whole life. Like it's just, his whole thing was like he would quiz me in the car about like what was playing on the radio. And he would quiz me like, do you know who did this? You know who did that? And I'll be like, it'll come in handy one day in trivia. Like he always was just saying like some hypothetical trivia game I was going to be playing in the future. He literally manifested The Dozen. So now here we are. And what they do every year is they select a very small number of all-stars based on fan votes, and all three of us are able to be voted for. And the good news is that you only pick one person per team, and none of us are on the same team, so you can vote for all of us. And the voting is open for another like week and a half or so or something. But please check my Instagram or Twitter for the link, and all three of us will be in there in the link, so you can just search our names and figure it out. Yes. I want to be in that crew so fucking bad.
I know, so do I.
I just so bad. I don't know why.
Skill-wise, I'm good enough.
I just want to win.
But I just want to be in it. I want to be recognized.
Right. I want to be recognized. I want to win. And I want to play those. I want to like play in the All-Star games. Like, I don't know if I would be like the worst All-Star, but I'd be in there. You know what I mean? Like you would crush it.
Very, very
well, you'll be in there. Gia's already running away with the fucking thing. Gia and Fran are running away. I'm just praying to God there's like room for some extra girls.
PFT.
I was shocked. I tweeted. I was
well,
like,
you're great. You're so good.
So
and
good.
You came out of the gate hot, and like and everybody knows like it's great.
I know
The
it's
Honkers are
a
having
lot
their
of
redemption
pressure.
era.
Yeah, it's a
Honkers
lot
are in
of
the reputation era.
big time.
They are. They really
big
are.
time. It's a lot of pressure. I like
Definitely.
feel like I get a pit in my stomach every game because I'm like I need to
Me
play
too.
really well because
my
if I
God,
don't,
I'm
then,
always
like,
sweating
so
every
Yeah.
time.
I'm like
through
fixing
my
my hair
clothes.
the whole time. I'm like, oh my God, people already think I'm ugly. Like,
too.
and bad at trivia.
I put on a full face for the other day, like a full, it
yeah.
did not go to waste because people were like, "Wow, Kelly, you look so pretty tonight." I'm like, "Yeah, because I shellacked my face on. Like, of course I look great in this tiny Zoom. Like,
Right.
that's how important
my
it was."
issue is that I look around because like I
do
get like
too.
nervous, so I like
people
look
think you're
around,
cheating?
and
Yeah.
not that people think I'm cheating, but I'm scared that I'm gonna get cheating
I
allegations.
do the exact same
I'm
thing.
like, what am I? When I rewatch, I'm like, what am I looking at?
I
What
do
am
the
I looking at?
exact same thing, and I also do when I rewatch and I see myself. I'm like, what am I looking at?
Yeah.
What I do or what I'm
look at
like
my
conscious to
nails.
do. Right. I'm always picking at my
Yeah.
nails and my hands. But what I'm conscious of now, after seeing myself do that all the time, is I make sure my hands are like in the frame.
Oh, that's smart, yeah.
And I'm like, I'm still doing it, but like my hands are at least, I'm
Yeah.
still picking my fingers, but they're here.
Yeah.
Also, sometimes and I noticed this last time because I had to record on my phone this last time, which was a fucking nightmare, by the way.
Yeah.
Like if your Wi-Fi is bad, you have to record on your phone. It sucks. But so the phone's up there and I like, it's long ways and I can see myself and I'm like, okay, this is fine. And in that recording, my hands are like in my lap, my hands are
Yeah.
there the whole time. But in the
phone,
replay,
yeah.
it looks like I'm looking down at my phone. It looks like I'm
Yeah.
looking around at something. And in my head, I was like, fuck, if people are going to accuse me of cheating, whatever. But then I was like, no, they won't accuse me of cheating because Jeff D. Lowe has that raw image file and you can see that my hands are in my lap the whole
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
time.
yeah.
So I just always in my head, I'm like, I've got the backup. I'm not a cheater.
Yeah.
I just know this information.
Yeah.
And like, it's great. But it's
Yeah, I
it's
love
a
the
really
dozen.
fun thing. And like I said, like it was everybody loves trivia. Literally everyone on earth loves the trivia, loves to
impossible
test
to just not
themselves.
get into.
I know, loves to test themselves on their knowledge, loves to pretend like they could do better than the people that are on it. Like it's just it's a really fun thing that I now have like it's taken over my life a little bit, like I said. So
Yeah.
please vote for us and keep us in your thoughts and prayers because, we need more girls in the dozen. We need women
We
coming
are-
through.
What, like 75% of the girls in the dozen? On
No,
this-
and
and then the only one that's missing is genetically you.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's Fran. That's it.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
That's crazy. That's crazy to me. So, but I'm feeling proud
That's
of us for being
hilarious.
smart girls.
Yes.
We're beautiful and brainy.
Yes.
So feeling
We're
good.
not like other girls.
Not like other girls.
Yeah.
Okay. So speaking of not like other girls, have you guys seen Sydney Sweeney's collaboration with Frankie's Bikinis?
No, wait.
Dear God.
I love her. Like, her boobs are so great. Like, I'm so sorry.
She is stunningly beautiful in a way that I like can't even
I'm looking at
describe.
it
Like
too.
I don't. She doesn't look like anyone. You know
I
what I mean?
know.
Like, and it's so rare that there is someone on earth that is so unique looking and looks so different. Like, it blows me away. It blows me away. But so everybody was freaking the fuck out yesterday because she
Is it on
has
her
this.
Instagram?
It's on her Instagram. Yeah, it's a collaboration. It's like her
I can't. Nothing's loading in here.
oh yeah, shocker. So the I hope it does load because I want you guys to see the bikinis.
wait.
That's why I'm bringing this up is because
Oh my God.
yes. So if you have it, go to Sydney Sweeney's Instagram or go to Frankie's Bikinis Instagram. And P.S. I love everything that they're putting out. I love the collaboration. I think that it's gorgeous. She has dubbed it the like sexiest swimsuit line or something
Yeah.
like that. And it's lingerie. It's
Yeah.
just lingerie.
It's lingerie you can go swimming
that
in.
you can go swimming in. And
Which I don't-
I'm
good for
loving
her.
it. Like it looks amazing on her. I'm loving it. I wrote a blog about it yesterday and I said that I have a feeling we'll see a lot of these bikinis on Instagram, but none in real life because
Yeah.
the girls that are comfortable enough to wear this lingerie as bikinis
Don't
are
exist.
on yachts and they're rich and they don't have time for us.
They're
so,
NPCs.
Completely. Like they're in the Maldives, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they are jet setting around the world looking fucking fabulous in their lingerie. And
It's just so insane.
it's
that
crazy.
Like,
Those photos, that looks like my OnlyFans. You know what I mean? Like that's what, no joke. Like that's the kind of shit. It's outrageous, and she looks fucking stunning. And I love the photo shoots. I also loved the. Can you read the description that describes her style? It's like, it's in the caption. I think that's like romantic and blah blah blah.
Romantic-
inspired by the girl that follows her heart. Wait, what were you gonna say?
I don't know.
Does it say that elsewhere?
I don't see it.
Maybe Frankie's.
This is
Bikini
the
says it.
lingerie
I want to
ad.
read it because it's a good.
Can you believe that people like that exist in the real world? Like, she goes to
That she really
Starbucks,
looks like that. I
but
know.
she really looks like that.
It's fucking crazy.
Even like Frankie, like Francesca, whatever.
She's
insane.
outrageous.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The girl the founder
Yeah.
is what, like 27?
Yeah,
And
she's like the
she's-
most
she's
beautiful
gorgeous.
person
Out-
on earth.
outrageous, so stunning.
Yeah.
They posted our girl Alex Earl the other day.
Oh, they did?
she was wearing one, and they just reposted her. But I have a feeling we're gonna get an Alex Earl Frankie's Bikinis collaboration.
I can see that.
I'm sure. Okay, so this is what it says. Love Letters by Sydney Sweeney. Introducing Sydney Sweeney by Frankie's Bikinis, our sexiest collection yet, inspired by the girl who follows her heart with pieces that highlight Sydney's gorgeous femininity and sweet romantic aura. Hashtag Sydney's by Frankie's. Drop one coming 3/14. And she's like, I don't know, it's very... I don't know how to describe it. And I'm having a hard time thinking of this word to describe other things too that I want to talk about. Like, I am watching the show. I don't know if you guys have seen this show. Dickinson on Apple TV. Oh my fucking God. Gia, I thought that your sister had recommended this show to me, and I'm about to talk to her after this.
Wait, is it with Hailey Steinfeld?
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Did she watch it? I forget.
don't know if she
I'll
did.
talk to her about it after. But if not, I have to fucking suggest it because it's set in like olden times, like, you know, like period piece times, like Emily Dickinson, whatever time. I don't know, like
Renaissance.
Yeah.
Renaissance. It's not Renaissance, but
no
like
idea.
I don't know what the time period
Little
is.
Women era.
Yes, it's Little Women era. Like, what is that time period?
The
Like
Civil War.
1700s?
It's right before the Civil War, right? But like, what do they call that?
Is that the Renaissance? Oh, I said
No,
that.
that's like more
like
Europe. They're also in America.
American
It's literally
Revolution?
Emily Dickinson is the thing, and Haley Steinfeld plays her. But I mean, I know nothing about this.
I have no idea.
This is bad. Like, this is bad. But whatever it's called is the era that I love. I'm loving this. It's like they're new to America. They're living in, I don't know, maybe like
1860s?
Massachusetts somewhere.
So literally Little Women era.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's that, but I just don't know what that is called. But Little Women era, it's fantastic. It's so good. But they're doing all kinds of things, like they have salons where it's like parties and they dress up and have intellectual conversation and like all this bullshit. But they're always wearing like the frills and the petticoats and blah blah blah. So the reason I'm bringing that up, one, I'm obsessed with that show, but two, Sydney Sweeney's bikinis. Kind of, I like that, Sydney Sweeney's bikinis.
Yeah.
They kind of
Give that
Victorian
vibe.
give that
era.
vibe. Victorian era. That's
That's-
okay.
yep.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I was being too late in saying like Victoria era, like if that was way earlier
said-
than all of them.
It was from 1860 to 1901.
Perfect. Victorian era. Bury me in Victorian era. Like that's
Yeah.
what I want. That is my shit. Like that. I want to be in that. I want that style. Like I'm always wanting to wear some shit like that. I never do because I feel like people are gonna make fun of me. Like whatever. So but her bikinis are kind of Victorian era esque, but
the
somehow lingerie.
religious, like
Yeah.
like, not Sistine Chapel, but like
Like white frills underneath like a corset, but like I don't know, something like it's very sexy, but
Slutty
it's also
Victorian era.
Exactly, and that's what we're working with Sydney Sweeney, and it is blowing my mind. It really blew me away. I think that it's just an interesting way to be looking at swimwear, and I'm now nervous / excited for the summertime. I don't know what's going to happen in summer, because you know how this time of year is like when we're going to start seeing all the bikinis for this
Like,
upcoming
what's the
summer, like
season?
what's
Yeah.
the trend, what's happening, whatever. And I have been looking up bikinis and bathing suits because I'm going on this trip, and just kind of looking on Revolve, and it's a lot of cutouts, a lot of one pieces with cutouts, so it's basically a bikini.
Great.
It's not the best looks. So I don't know, you might catch me
My body looks
photoshopping
awful
myself
on a
inside
cutout.
of a Sydney Sweeney bikini.
I can't follow a bikini trend. I don't care.
Me neither.
enough.
I can only wear specific ones because I only
Yeah.
look normal in a
Yeah.
very
Certain ones-
specific type
Yeah.
of bikini.
Also,
Yeah.
we don't live in
I'm
a
the
place
same.
where I need that many bikinis.
No.
No,
I don't live in California.
you don't need that many.
I don't need the collection that Florida girlies have.
No, you absolutely
I will
do
keep
not.
my Old Navy, Target, like
Old Navy
vibes.
Target bikinis
Target's
fucking
bikini
slap.
slap, yeah.
Yeah,
Target
like that is
bikinis
a
rock.
Target bikinis have always been great. I'm the same though. Like I do I'll order bikini like trends, quote unquote, mostly just patterns and colors.
Right.
Like I never, it's always
Yeah.
a triangle bikini. Like that's the only one that makes my boobs look like not a
Normal.
little boy,
I can't wear a
and
triangle
that's
bikini.
it.
I'll have a
And I
nip
have to
slip.
pull up, like that's what I'm saying, like my tits are so small, but like
Yeah, you
the
gotta do the
triangle
thing where you
bikini,
pull
yeah.
up.
The best time, like I swear to God, God from heaven was looking down upon me crying over my small tits when I was in like 9th grade when he created the push-up bikini top at Victoria's Secret.
Oh,
that
those were
triangle
iconic.
Yeah.
push-up.
Yeah.
It was a type of push-up like I've never seen, where it was like it was a padded, like, you know how they have the padding.
Yeah.
But then it also had a, sorry, Carrie, but they also had like more padding on the side. So it like pushed your boobs from the side. It was genius.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it. It was so good. Small boobs girls know what the fuck I'm talking about. It was the greatest invention of all time. I looked so hot all through high school in bikinis just because finally I was able to like push my tits out. Like I didn't have, because you can't stuff a bikini. You know what I mean? Oh, it was a nightmare living like that. So thrilled about that. Excited for that. I want to talk about briefly, but I don't know how brief we're going to be, ladies, the Vanderpump drama.
I
know I don't follow either. I like know I know the people.
I don't watch it religiously. I know the people. What I want to talk about though is there's the drama behind it, and I'll do a little brief for those who aren't following. But I need to discuss how people like that walk among us every day. And I don't understand how that happens. And where I'm going with that is Vanderpump Rules. The Bravo universe is in shambles. People are freaking the fuck out. Tom Sandoval from Vanderpump Rules has cheated on his longtime girlfriend, Adriana.
Yes, Ariana
Maddox. They dated for 9 years, lived together, whole shebang. This other girl,
like you're telling me this.
Oh yeah, this other girl, Raquel, also on the show. Fangirl came in randomly, got engaged to James Kennedy, who's the British one. For those again who are kind of on the outskirts, they broke up. She was distraught. She's seeking, comfort from her girlfriends. Ariana being one of them, stays at their house, starts fucking Tom. And then there's all these other rumors that she's making out with Tom Schwartz, another Tom on the show. It's a whole fucking thing. All of this just is to say that they had a crazy affair for like 7 to 9 months. The timeline is sketchy. They were wearing matching lightning bolt necklaces to signify that they were in love, just cheating blatantly. Tom Sandoval refused to break up with Ariana because there was just too many things going on. Her grandpa died and she was feeling bad, and he was worried about her mental health. If he told her what was going on. So that's my favorite part about this whole thing, is that he didn't tell her that he was cheating on her with one of her close friends inside of her house, at shows across the country, doing all this bullshit, and just blatantly like hurting her, stomping her face into the ground basically, and didn't want to tell her all of that because he was worried it was going to hurt her feelings.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Get the fuck out of here.
Just
don't do it.
Don't
you know
do
what I mean?
it.
Just don't do that shit. Don't do something. I forget who said it, if it's a Sex and the City thing or if it's something, it's like, why are you, it's about flowers. Like, why are you buying I'm sorry flowers? Maybe just don't do the thing that you have to be sorry for. Like, that's the kind of thing. Like, why are you saying like, oh, I don't want to hurt your feelings? Well, then maybe don't do the thing that hurts my fucking feelings. Like, that's
crazy.
insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've been following it on TikTok because it's like my whole For You page because I watch all of it.
That's the only reason I'm bringing it up, is you have to bring it up. It's like, it's all we could talk about.
And I guess like when Raquel like first came into the mix, like people didn't really like her because she was like dating James.
Right.
No one really liked James.
And she was like a fangirl. Like she was a fan of Vanderpump. And she
Ariana
came in and was like weird.
Was like the one that was nice to her and like brought her in and was very welcoming.
Exactly.
And
this is how she repays her. And I am talking shit. Like, obviously Tom Sandoval is a scumbag. He's a piece of shit. Like, whatever. He's a narcissist. We fucking hate him. Like, he's always been shit. No one is surprised by this behavior, I would say. Or if you are surprised by this behavior, then you better open your fucking eyes. Like, he's always been weird and gross and like loving attention, and it's been too much. But my problem really here lies with Raquel, and I feel like a lot of the time there's like a cheating situation or, whatever. And it's always like, don't blame the girl, blame the guy, because the guy is the one in the relationship and he's the one that's making these decisions and whatever. And in this case, it is true. Tom was the one that was in a relationship. Raquel was not. And so maybe you could make that argument. But in my head, there is no excuse, because the other girl in this situation is your friend, Raquel. And, you just are a piece of shit. Like, I just feel like this is a shitty girl move. You should know better. Like, this is like, women hate women kind of shit. Like,
totally.
Why would you ever act this way towards somebody who consoled you, took you in, made you feel okay, made you feel welcome, helped you emotionally in so many ways, to then turn around and destroy someone emotionally is so fucked that to me is like, that's girl on girl crime like I've never seen. Like, it's so awful. I'm sorry, not girl on girl crime. That's just girl crime. That's her fault. And I feel like she needs to take more responsibility for this. And she's not in fact taking responsibility for it. Finally today, or I'm sorry, yesterday, as you guys are listening to this, it came out that she is planning to, or she fired her PR team, Raquel, because obviously they're doing a shitty job, and she hired a new crew, and their angle is that oh wait, I gotta backtrack. I forgot to say how Ariana found out Tom was cheating. Tom Sandoval has a fake band. It's a real band, but it's fake.
They just do cover songs, right?
They do cover songs. Yeah. It's called like The Most Extras or something. So Ariana was filming him on the stage using his own phone, and like a message popped up from Raquel or something sketchy popped up where she clicked into it and saw it and was like, what the fuck? And then ended up finding a video of her, people are calling it the finger banging video.
Oh, Jesus.
It sounds like they were having FaceTime sex. Okay. And Tom recorded the video of it and had it on his phone. And this is what Ariana saw. Ariana then sent it to Raquel. What the fuck? Also sent it to Sheena, who had been sticking up for Raquel in another drama-related situation. Sheena saw it, was with Raquel at the time, punched her in the face. So Sheena has gained, she's back. We're good. Yeah. She was defending her last week, but she's on the right side of history now.
Sheena was the girl that Raquel did the Chicks in the Office with, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. And so, right. And the timing of that coming out was crazy. Yeah. The Chicks in the Office episode, go back and listen to it if you want some like ridiculous, like you want to just like shit all over this girl, Raquel. But she did this interview the day before all this news came out, and the interview came out on the same day. So it was like, oh my God, it's just a lot of, this didn't age well and blah, blah, blah. But so that all happened. Ariana sees this video, shit goes fucking crazy, whatever. Now fast forward, Raquel is enlisting the help of this PR team to now file a lawsuit against Tom because he recorded this video of her fingering herself.
I was say that's a trash move on its own.
Well, apparently it was without her consent. Right. And that to me, first of all, that's crazy. That's a crazy thing to do. Mm-hmm. Why would you ever record it? Whatever, not tell anybody about it. I wonder that one. I also wonder though, if she did know that he recorded it and he was like, I recorded that for myself. And now she's just trying to spin it like, I didn't know. So I'm not trying to get into the lines of like, don't believe women.
I thought that they wanted to be together.
That's what people are saying. Apparently they like wanted to be together, but then for a couple of months we're trying to tell Ariana, but like wouldn't tell her because her grandpa died and her mental health is bad and whatever. But at the same time, Tom is still living with Ariana. They're still together. Like she was, from her mouth, was blindsided completely.
Totally.
So I'm like, how that is, I don't understand is, if someone is, and that I feel like is always the situation that happens when there are affairs happening, is that the people that are in an affair, they wait too long to tell their significant other that they want to break up. And it's like, now it's messy. Now it's an affair and shit's fucked up. And so when it does happen, either someone finds out or they break the news, the other person in the relationship feels blindsided because the whole time they're like, all right, well, this is crazy. I didn't know any of this was going on. I didn't know you were unhappy. Meanwhile, they've built a new relationship on the side. So like, this is just the last thing that they have to wrap up and do is like, I guess I gotta break up. Exactly. Yeah. So like they've already mourned the relationship and they were diving into a new situation. So they're fine. And they're, not thinking about how much this is going to hurt and how much how little they actually know about the reality of the situation. So I feel bad for Ariana in every way. I feel like
it's crazy.
I've been someone who's been blindsided before. I've been someone who's been cheated on before. Like I have a lot of friends that have been through situations like this. Like it's just so shitty to watch someone go through it, to go through it yourself, and to not have anybody like take accountability for their actions. And so far, nobody's taken accountability for their actions. Raquel is, like I said, flipping it back around on Tom, trying to play a victim and is not even apologizing. And Tom is solely concerned with his business establishments, Tom and Shorts and Sandy, two restaurants that are out in LA somewhere. And I guess people were going on the Yelp pages and trashing them and
I saw
whatever.
That.
And so he put out this statement. The only thing he said about this so far, he's like, basically, hey guys, I know you're pissed at me, but don't take it out on the restaurants. People work there. It's their livelihoods. He's like getting mad at us and guilting people for like writing shitty things on Yelp. It's like, it's Yelp, dude. I don't know. Like close the Yelp up for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Like, you fucked up. Like, I don't know.
Crazy.
And he said that he's like stepping away from it to let it breathe or whatever of the restaurants and blah, blah, blah.
I just realized that Tom Schwartz and Tom Sandoval.
Tom.
That makes sense.
And then Schwartz and Sandy. Schwartz and Sandoval.
I didn't know that they had two. I only knew Tom.
Yeah, Schwartz and Sandy.
I almost went there.
Tom, I have a lot of friends. People like Tom. They think it's a good time. Apparently, their spots are good. Like, I'm not saying like don't go to their spots. Don't put money in their pockets, because obviously they're right. Other people work there and whatever. But I don't know. Like, just chill
it's just
out.
crazy. Like, I also can't imagine like getting blown up on the internet too. Like,
all of it sucks.
Wild.
Right.
Yeah.
All of it sucks. I will say this though.
The mindset of people just makes no sense.
I know. If you have though, like that kind of life, especially Vanderpump, I would say Vanderpump out of all of the Bravo shows is the most realistic as far as what's going on in their life and what's going on in the show, because they really document their lives and they include everything. It's not just like we're filming today, let me like put this on and whatever, like, or let me act a certain way, or let's do a certain thing. They do that, but they also bring in a lot of their real life drama. They're all fucking each other. They're all married and divorced and whatever. Like, there's so much like, incestual shit happening in that group, and that it makes it a lot more real, and it makes the tensions run high, emotions run high. So it's a great show, but I just would say that it's the most honest as far as like reality goes at this point. And I also know that they started filming immediately. They're still filming like the latest season, and so all this is going down. And even the show where Ariana found out what was going on and saw the thing on the phone, that show itself was being filmed. Like, they were filming. So they like filmed Tom and Ariana. Ariana I think either kicked Tom out or left herself. I forget like how that happened. And
is Lisa Vanderpump still on that show?
She is not. I think that she like pops in every once in a while, but actually tonight, Wednesday, Lisa Vanderpump will be on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen to discuss all of this, and I can't fucking wait. I love when Lisa comes out of her ivory tower. I love when she comes to talk to us and gets back into I fucking love Lisa Vanderpump, and I know that that's controversial. People don't like her. People think she's a bitch and she's stuck up and she's a snob and whatever. That's what I love about her. And she's British and like ridiculous. And she's like always been a manipulative cunt, and it's fantastic. It is, and it's excellent, and I love her for that. And so I cannot wait to hear what she has to fucking say about this, because it's the best to because all these kids are they're my age, a little bit older, in their 30s, like late 20s, early 30s. I'm pretty sure, maybe 40s. I don't know. How old? Let's see. How old is like Tom Sandoval? Like, I have no idea.
He
how
must
old
be
old
in his 40s,
right?
He looks it.
That's what I'm saying. He's 39.
Tom,
okay.
Is he the Tom from the TikTok town where it's like Tom's house got broken into? And
no, that's Tom Girardi. That's Tom Girardi. That's
yeah.
Erica Jane's husband. I saw a
that's hilarious.
a tile. That is hilarious. Wait, so you'll die, because I reposted, there was like a meme going around, and it was 4 different Toms. It was Tom D'Agostino, Tom Girardi, Tom Sandoval, and Tom Schwartz. And it was like, we need to talk about Tom, which is like this whole thing that happened with like Tom D'Agostino, with Luann de Lesseps. It's like I am rooted in the Bravo universe, and I know a lot about the Bravo people. I've seen like all of New York Housewives. I've seen a lot of Vanderpump, all of Beverly Hills Housewives. Like, I try to get into it. My brother's super into it. So whenever Bravo drama stirs up like this, I always want to get back into it and like watch only Bravo and do Bravo exclusively. People are always asking me to like do more Bravo stuff and whatever. It's such a fucking commitment. There's 1,000 shows, and each one has 1,000 episodes, and they're all connected, right? But once you start getting into one, you kind of like get into all of them.
My
so
aunt and my cousin are like,
my brother is so deep in. Like,
they went to like the
BravoCon.
BravoCon.
So did my brother. Yeah, with his friends, like fucking crazy people. And I would have done that too if I was super into it.
Yeah,
like, I would totally go to that. But yeah. So Tom Sandoval's 39. Let's see. Ariana's 37. Tom Schwartz is only 40. Or no, he's oldest. Sorry. Jax is 43. Kate Maloney's 36.
Yeah, they're
Kristen's 40.
And you know what's crazy too? Summer House.
Lala's 32.
Like, all of those guys on Summer House are fucking old too.
I know.
Like,
it's kind of nuts.
They're like old. 40.
Yeah.
I know. And it always kind of was like that. Like, even when like Southern Charm started, they were all like, some of those guys come from like they bring them from other Bravo shows.
Yeah.
And they always seemed older than me. Like, I feel like people on these reality shows should be my age. Like, I'm 32.
Totally.
I feel like that would be interesting. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'm not necessarily signing myself up for it, but I'm also saying like I would be more interested to watch people that are my age.
Totally.
Right now.
I feel like once you're like past like 35, it's like,
well, they just look silly getting
why
so
are you
fucked
getting
up
so
and drunk.
fucked up?
And, and like falling all over the place. It's funny when the housewives do it because they're like rich white ladies. They just like fall on their fucking face, and that's hilarious.
And they're like rich and like they're like, okay, it makes sense. You can do whatever you want with your money.
Exactly.
Like, what are you doing just in this home? Like in
Right.
Summer
Yeah,
House.
they need,
That's
like,
why I don't get
younger-
Summer House. I'm like, what are you
I've
doing?
never
Get
been
the
into
job.
Summer House. I've never watched it.
this
I
girl
know the
from my
people,
high
I know the
school is on
drama.
the new season.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh my
Did
god.
Fran not tell you?
No, I haven't talked to her about it.
Oh, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I know. It was crazy. I
Do you
was
guys
like,
know her? Like,
yeah,
know
yeah.
her
My
well?
brother's like really good friends with her.
Oh my god!
And she
wow.
worked at the country store, like the restaurant that my mom used to own.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, she was always into like theater and acting
Got
and
it,
stuff.
got it. So
and
she's trying to make it or
it was
break it.
crazy. I was like,
Good for her.
yeah, very much good for her.
That's hilarious. Wow. Yeah, it's always crazy when you see people that like end up going on these reality
Totally.
shows because it's so possible. Like it used to feel to me reality TV so inaccessible. Like, oh no way. Like
Now I feel like-
imagine it's like I could be on any of us could be on reality TV tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like it's just it feels too easy now to be on
I know a
reality TV.
girl who was on Matt James's season of The Bachelor.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm like, that is like, you're just from Ohio.
Exactly.
Don't you know
Yeah.
a guy that was on a reality TV
I
show
do.
too?
A guy I went to high school with was on
Love Island US.
US.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And again, shitty person. Like,
Right, like all
Like-
these bad people. I mean, I wouldn't say not all of them are bad, but like these weird people. It takes a specific kind of person to be able to go on a reality TV show, and you're either very upfront about who you are in like I'm not here to play games. I'm here to win, or I'm here to do whatever. If it's dating or otherwise, or you have no idea what you're getting into, and you end up being like a really good player / character on the show because you let your emotions run you. That I think would end up happening to me. Like I would love to like be in control of a lot of it, but I know that I would just like let my emotions run wild to make it a good show.
Yeah, I would
And,
have
like, whatever happens.
I would like I would have a lot of breakdowns.
100%.
Yeah.
Right. Breakdowns all over the place. And then after the fact, like probably regret how I
Yeah,
acted.
people would
but also,
definitely not like me. I feel
whatever.
like they'd be like, "Damn, G is really."
They think I was a
annoying."
brat. Like I
Yeah,
just know they think I was a
exactly.
brat.
Exactly.
And that's the worst thing to be. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like
I hate being called a brat.
Me fucking too.
Yeah.
And it's
That's
like
such
my
a
worst.
bad
Because that's what my
insult,
parents
too.
would always call me, and I'm like,
100%.
"Stop! Like you guys raised me."
Yeah, exactly.
So like,
Go for it.
yeah, literally.
It's so bad, but it is like, and that's one of my like favorite insults. Like, where it's like, oh, she's just a brat.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's right up there with generic, calling somebody generic. I
Yeah.
love to be like, oh, they're generic. Like, how embarrassing to
special.
like be a brat or to be generic.
Yeah.
Just there's good insults. Okay, so. I guess that's basically it with that drama. Like that's all that's happening right now, and to be continued. We're still going on about this. I have a feeling it's never going to go away. Quickly, I will say, because I don't want to go into it for too long. Hilarious that this news, this Bravo, explosion, completely wiped the Selena Hailey Bieber feud.
Yeah,
off the map.
totally.
We didn't even get to talk about that.
We didn't even
last
get to
week.
talk about it. It happened. Yeah, it
I
happened
am
while we were gone.
so sick of it.
I'm so sick of it. I wrote a blog that was very inflammatory towards Selena. I was like, I don't fuck with her anymore. I don't like her, like whatever.
to Selena?
Well, about Selena, but I said it like I said this, and I was my tensions were running high. I was feeling angry, and I love Selena's music. I love her in Only Murders in the Building. Like I like her as an actress or a singer and whatever. As a person / like whoever she is. I don't know her. Whatever. Mm-hmm. I think that it's high time that we stop backing her bullshit and start realizing what it is. And it's that she's just sad. She's sad that she and Justin broke up. She uses her fan base to like, go after people in a very subtle way. And she acts like it's this, like, oh, my fans are so sweet. Thank you. Like there'll be videos on TikTok that are like, fuck Hailey, Selena and Justin forever. Like this bitch is so ugly. This bitch is so fucked up. She has no talent. She's no this. She's no that. Fuck her. Literally hope she dies in a grave. And Selena will like put a heart on it and be like, love my fans. Like that kind of shit. Where it's like she's not directly talking shit about Hailey Bieber, but she's saying shit like that. She's galvanizing these people to like work to her advantage. And I mean,
did you see that clip that just came out of like Justin Bieber was performing with Don Toliver and people are chanting like "fuck Hailey Bieber"?
That's insane. Like,
At
that's what I'm
Rolling
saying.
Loud,
Is like
yeah.
that's insane. And I will say this. Earlier, I said the girl on girl crime thing. There is certainly with this Hailey Selena thing, girl on girl crime for sure.
Totally.
They've both been antagonizing each other for years. They're both jealous of each other. Like it's this
you know
whole
what
thing.
it's kind of like the Olivia Rodrigo, Sabrina Carpenter, Josh Bassett
100%.
triangle.
Wasn't-
Yes.
Like if Olivia Rodrigo just came out and said, guys, stop. Like, this is fucked
Completely.
up. Don't go after Josh Bassett. Don't go after Sabrina Carpenter. Like, whatever. She never did that. And it caused her fans to literally attack them. And Josh Bassett, like, almost fucking died.
Exactly.
And-
Now imagine that times 100.
Yes, exactly.
Towards Hailey Bieber.
Exactly. Like,
It's
if
not
Selena
fair.
Gomez was
It's
just
lopsided.
like, hey, guys, like, stop.
She
Like,
refuses.
Yeah.
And she did it. She did it one time after Hailey finally like said that she refuses to ever do it on Call Her
Yeah.
Daddy. People keep
Yeah.
bringing up that interview. Like, well, she brought her up in an interview. I'm like, it's because she can't get away from it.
Yeah.
And that's it. How else? Like, of course she has to bring it up. Like, she never said her name, and she, we know who she's talking about.
Right.
But she didn't like, have her name in her lips. She says, I have all this respect for her. She owes me nothing.
Yeah.
I just wish that people would leave me alone.
Exactly.
And then Selena basically was like, guys, stop, please. And then that was it.
Yeah.
And then they took a photo together. All's good. And then now Selena, I think, is projecting her insecurities onto the shit that Hailey Bieber is doing. Like Hailey is putting up videos with her friends using TikTok sounds and whatever. Not everything's about you, Selena.
Yeah, no, literally.
Honestly.
Everything.
Like,
They're trying to connect everything
Yes,
to
but what I'm
Selena
saying-
Gomez. And it's like, oh my God.
people are connecting that, but Selena's also doing it. Like Selena keeps commenting.
Yeah.
Or she did. She was commenting. She was reposting. She's like replying to people being like, I don't let this kind of stuff get me down. Don't worry. It's like almost confirming like, yes, they're
Yeah.
shading me. It's like,
Yeah.
bitch, this literally isn't about
It's
you. Could not
crazy.
be less about you. And it's so annoying.
Yeah.
And as she is like quote unquote Taylor Swift's best friend, Taylor has said nothing about this, by the way, which
Yeah.
makes me know that this is a bunch of bullshit. Like
Yeah.
if Selena was really being like harassed and targeted by big bad Kylie Jenner, Kendall Jenner,
Yeah.
and Hailey Bieber, Mr. and Mrs. No Talent, whatever the fuck. If that were really happening, Taylor Swift would put a stop to it. You know what I'm saying? There's just no doubt in my mind. So Selena goes and comments on this old video of Hailey, sticking her finger
that
out
was
about
so
Taylor Swift,
weird,
which
like-
I forgot about until I read a thing. Taylor Swift had done the same thing about Justin Bieber at like an award show. They were like yelling about Justin Bieber, and she was like,
right,
because
yeah.
it was her friend's ex.
Yeah, it's like,
Right.
And so
I
she's
hate
just
all of my
being whatever.
friends' shitty
Right.
exes.
So Hailey Bieber did the same thing as like a shade, like, oh, like whatever, Taylor, because they were dating. And so
Yeah.
it's like, fine, it's that to me. And that was also 5 fucking years ago. For Selena Gomez to see that clip, not realize how old it is, and comment on it as if it's fresh ammo for her to come after Hailey because she's talking shit about my best friend. Don't weaponize Taylor Swift as your best friend and try
Yeah.
to get her fan base on your side so we can all harass this poor girl who, again, has nothing really but her famous husband, some beauty products, and she just wants to be zen and have a chill time.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Selena, fall back into your piles of millions and your Grammys and your albums and whatever the fuck. I don't even know if she has Grammys, but like, I don't know, maybe not. Drama. Whatever. Fall back into your Kids' Choice Awards and let's just deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, go to an island, fly yourself somewhere. You're the most followed woman on Instagram and you're worried about this shit.
Yeah.
And it's just blowing my fucking mind. So that's it. But that was like plastered everywhere, and I'm just sick of her playing this like little doe-eyed lamb, like nothing's wrong, I'm a victim, whatever. It's like when she's being equally as crazy. I don't care if you're crazy, just admit that you're being crazy.
Yeah.
Like, don't pretend like you're not. Don't act like I'm this like poor little lamb, little lady, like whatever. No, bitch, you're just as guilty.
Yeah.
Own up to it. It drives me fucking nuts. So as of now, I'm not team anybody anymore, because like I said, I'm sick fucking hearing about it, but I'm ultimately team Hailey, because I think that she needs the support. Selena's got enough fucking support and enough people
People are just
screaming on her
reaching
behalf.
so fucking hard for everything. So it's
It's
just like it's
crazy.
never gonna end, because it's like Hailey Bieber like breathes, and
Goes
it's like,
to
well,
Erewhon.
Selena Gomez breathed once, and now Hailey wants to copy everything she does.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
fucking
no,
crazy.
yeah. So it's
crazy.
just it's never
even
gonna.
the Erewhon thing. Hailey Bieber was like, "Hey guys, I just asked them to make me this really cool smoothie at Erewhon. Maybe you guys will like it." Next week, Selena Gomez like copyrighted a rare beauty, like use it as part of her marketing campaign, Erewhon smoothie with like slight
really?
differences. Yes, like she's just as crazy, and I just need people to know this. Like I need people to know.
I want people to be more mad at Justin Bieber.
Yes.
I
Why
want
are we
people
not
to be-
mad at Justin Bieber?
Also,
that is a great fucking
that's a good
point.
point.
And
Yeah.
also, where is Hey, Justin, let's
How
Selena's
great
not
can
saying
he
shit.
be? How great can he be?
Selena's-
I've never had Bieber fever.
No.
I am a One
I
Direction
have.
infection
I have
girly.
had
I've-
Bieber fever.
I've
I won't.
never, I had a little bit of Bieber fever, but like, I got
Well,
a
Never
Let's
Say
be
little.
more
Never
mad
came
at
out.
Justin Bieber, the
Yes.
man-child who has stunted emotional growth.
Yes. When Never Say Never came out, though, me and my friends watched that like over and over. We
I've
were way
never
too
cared
old. We
about
were like
him.
18 and we were watching Never Say Never like on repeat. Like it was too much. I was a big believer for a hot second. But then, yes, I think that he's
is he?
emotionally stunted. You're 100% right in that. Or at least that's how it appears. It appears that
looks
he
like a
is emotionally
man-child. No
stunted. It
offense.
appears that he just can't like figure out reality. And I guess like I'm saying like, where are you, Justin? Hello, speak out, say something.
It's your wife.
But at the same time, it's your wife, whatever. But at the same time, like he has said things like, leave my wife alone. Like this is fucking crazy, whatever. How many times is he going to say it? I just feel like though, I don't know. I feel like I would, he's a millionaire. I feel like I would rent out like a concert venue, get everyone to show up, be like free Justin Bieber concert at this arena, get everyone to pile in and then get on stage and be like, I'm not performing anything. This is here and this is live streamed. And I'm telling you all to step the fuck off my wife. Fuck you, Selena. Never talk to me again. Like, and just leave the stage. Like I want some grand gesture that's like, literally Justin Bieber say, fuck you, Selena. Leave me alone. We're never getting back together. We're never ever getting back together, girl. And then that's it. Say that one time and then people won't give a fuck. Like take some of the heat off your wife. Like you're
Where
not getting
is
anything.
Justin Bieber and why aren't people mad at him?
He literally needs to say fuck Selena Gomez because that's the only way to get some of the heat off of his own wife. So say it. Take one for the team, Justin.
I'm like, who the like again, the Hailey, Selena, whatever the fuck. Why are we not looking at the root of the problem?
I know. Right. And what do we don't know? That's my thing too. Is always like, what is it that we don't know?
Yeah.
How guilty is Justin? Like, what the fuck?
Probably way more guilty
Probably
than we're giving
so
him credit
guilty.
for.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Probably so guilty. And like, they're all guilty. They're all, it's beyond. It's just, I'm sick of it. I'm done with it. That's it. But that happened all last week. Took over our lives. This Vanderpump drama just nipped it right in the bud. I haven't really heard anything about it since.
Yeah.
I am still seeing some bullshit on my For You page, but besides that, it's not so bad. Okay, we have 2 little voicemails to get into, and then we'll call it a day, ladies. How's that sound?
Perfect.
Okay. One of these is a brand new voicemail left last night, and another one is a voicemail that was left months ago that for some reason I never saw.
Got lost in
and
the
it got lost in
sauce.
the shuffle and all
Yeah.
the others. And I listened to it, and I might not be able to help at this point, but maybe we can. So
Yeah.
I don't know which one. I don't know which one is which, but hold on. Okay.
Hi, Queen Kelly. So I'm just calling in to see if someone can bitch slap me back to reality and tell me that I'm being a pathetic little witch by sitting here upset that a boy's not texting me back. And I just feel very not girl boss, and I need a robot thicker than myself, such as you, to remind me that I'm being the weaker link right now, and I'm just being ridiculous. Anywho, thank you very much. And, love the show, love you. Have a wonderful night.
Okay, love this. First of all, I want to give a little shout out to that girl. Sounds like she's really beating herself up over this.
Yeah.
You don't have to beat yourself up over it, girl. We all have been there. We've all I'm literally yesterday I'm like crying over not getting text back. Like that's you know what I'm saying? Like we all have those moments where we're like, what the fuck? We are better than this. Like this is ridiculous. I'm crying over this fucking loser. Like who even is this? Whatever. But I'll say this. Don't feel bad about yourself. Don't beat yourself up about it because you are a bad bitch, number one, first and foremost. Number two, even bad bitches sometimes need to feel like they have the upper hand. And in the moments that we don't feel like we have the upper hand, where we're waiting on somebody else, or we are, our worth isn't being recognized, we're not being appreciated, that's a valid reason to like get upset because I'm not being appreciated. Like that's ridiculous. And in theory, yes, you just like move on, you find somebody else who will appreciate you, who will do all these things, but it's easier said than done. It's a very difficult thing to just find somebody who can treat you right. And you will find someone that will treat you right, and you will stop fretting over this loser who's not texting you back or not giving you the time of day, whatever the fuck it is. You're better than him. You are a girl boss. I'm here to tell you that first and foremost. But at the same time, you're going to have those days. You're going to have those days where like this shit sucks and it makes no sense. And just know that men continue not to have any brains at all, and they never will. So just remember that next time. Don't beat yourself up. Blame them always. And that's it. That's pretty much the message, I think. And I think that would make me feel better if I heard that. You know? Thanks, guys. Okay. Here's the last one.
Hello, lovely ladies. So I'm calling in because I need your opinion because I'm unsure how to feel about this situation. So my boyfriend and I have been dating a while now, and he is not one to really show emotion, I guess you could say. He doesn't compliment or show affection by words.
Tough.
So
Tough.
I said to him one day, hey, sometimes I kind of feel bad about myself because I feel like you don't compliment me. Like, whenever I get dressed up and we go out to eat, you're not making me feel as good. I would really appreciate it. I know you don't mean it. I'd appreciate it if you would compliment me more. And so fast forward, he said, I'm sorry, I just don't really think about it. So fast forward, and I'm with him, and his phone goes off. So I look at his phone, and it's a reminder on his phone that says, compliment my girlfriend.
Oh.
And at first, I was like, okay, that's really sweet. Like, he is making an effort to compliment me. But then I started overthinking, like I always do. Is that sweet, or is that kind of bad that my boyfriend has to have a reminder to compliment me? Because I can see it either way, and I don't want to be a bitch. So I just want your opinion. But yeah, thank you. I love the show. Bye.
I think it's nice.
I honestly cracked up out loud when she turned that into like, also though, like, is it sweet? Like, that was hilarious, because I feel like that is like the thought process there. Like, you want something from your significant other. This girl obviously is needing words of affirmation. She needs to be told when she looks pretty. She needs to just be reminded sometimes. And I totally align with this. I need a compliment. God. Holy shit. I will die. Water. Like, I will die without compliments. Yes. Like, I need compliments. I will die without it. It doesn't even have to be like about my appearance. Like, just compliment me in any way. Like, that's all I need to feel good about myself. And I think that this guy, and what we often forget sometimes, again, is that like men are so fucking stupid. Like, they're genuinely so dumb. To the point where it's like offensive. Like, it's offensive how dumb men can be.
It's offensive we haven't had a woman president.
Exactly. No, it's offensive. Like, it's you know why? Because they're too smart to be president. They're too busy pulling the strings behind the scenes. Anyway, so I think that that's why it is. We're too smart to be president. That's why we're not. That's what it is. That's why we haven't been yet. But so I have known people like this that were just so offensively stupid that like you can't understand where they keep their brains. Is their head full of rocks? Like, what the fuck is going on? But they will do things like this. Like, they know how important it is for them to remember that they need to compliment their girlfriend, because like, that's what she wants. She's clearly upset about it. Like, so much so that she'll probably break up with you if you don't fucking remember to do it. And there are some people who just can't remember shit like that. It's just not in their like DNA. It's not the way that they react and whatever. Over time, if you're married to this person 20 years and they still have a reminder on their phone to compliment their wife, okay, then it's like, what the fuck is going on here? But if this is like a relatively new conversation that happened and they're trying to get into the habit of it and trying to like remember, like, oh yes, like make it a part of their repertoire, putting their reminder on your phone, I think is smart and sweet. And just like, it's silly, honestly. Like, it's a silly thing.
I think it shows that he cares.
Right. Like, he cares enough.
He's putting in the effort.
Exactly.
Like, a lot of like asshole men, like when you're in a relationship and you're like, I like need reassurance, like I need you to like give me something, like compliments, whatever, they won't do anything. They'll just be like, oh yeah, okay, for sure, and then nothing comes of it or nothing changes. The fact that he like is actively trying to change, I think is sweet.
I think it's very sweet.
Yeah.
I think it's very sweet. I think it shows effort, and I think that, like I said,
Compliment
eventually,
my girlfriend.
yeah,
I think it's like golden retriever energy kind of.
Big time. Yes. Like, it's just like, oh, okay, like I just need to, like, I just
let me
just
write it down.
hear this,
Let me put
like,
it on my
whatever.
checklist.
100%.
Yeah.
I had a boyfriend who was caring like that, but needed not reminders, like didn't have a reminder on his phone like compliment your girlfriend, but did have like a notes section that was full of like all my favorite things. Like it was full of like stuff
I
that
think
I
that's nice.
Isn't that it was like when I found out about it, I was like in tears. I thought
Yeah.
it was so sweet. But it was like things I liked from this certain restaurant. Like she really likes pepper jack cheese. Like just specific things that like I had mentioned, and like he would just quickly write down to remember. Like how I like my coffee, or like how I just whatever cute. My McDonald's order.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
stuff
I
like
write
that.
stuff like that down all the time because I have shit memory.
Right. Some
like,
people just have shit memory.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Some
like
people
I
have
just
that.
write down like whenever like my boyfriend like says something of like somewhat of importance, like gift wise or like anything like
Yes.
that.
I
I'm
do
like,
that
let me
now.
just toss that in my notes. And he's like, oh, like my shoe size is blah blah. I'm like, I'm gonna
Exactly.
put that in my
Yes.
notes.
Literally, that was the
yeah.
kind of shit. Like my
Yeah, yeah,
shoe
yeah.
size was in there. Like he's looking at my shoes like for Christmas gifts and like whatever. And I wasn't upset at all. I thought it was like really sweet that he was like, all right, I don't want to fuck this up. I don't want to forget. And I want to be able to like know this person, and that's just how I'm going to get to know them, or how I'm going to make sure it sinks into my brain is if you can use your phone as that kind of tool, or wherever, a physical calendar, whatever it is that you use to make sure that you can stay in these like positive routines for your relationship or for your life, whatever it is. I think that that's great.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
had a boyfriend that like I had that same conversation, and he was just like, okay, like totally brushes you off.
Yeah. Keyword had.
Yeah, literally, literally. But
Dick.
like it's the effort, and also I think it's sweet that like I think it's sweet that she like found it rather than him being like,
Yes.
look at what I did.
Totally, because
Like,
he's not trying to score
he's
points.
not-
He's
Yeah.
he's not trying to score points,
genuinely
he genuinely
like,
wants to do it.
I want to do this. Because I bet too, when he put it in his phone, I bet he was like, oh, I don't want her to know that I have to like remind myself. I want her to think that I'm like genuinely, complimenting her and whatever.
Right.
So I'm sure it's like a double edge, like either way. But I wouldn't ever think that. I wouldn't think like, oh, this is shitty. He can't even remember
show.
to compliment me. He has to put it in his phone. It's like, no, some people just are like that.
Right.
That's how they
People think
operate.
different ways. But I think that's sweet. Mm-hmm. I
I
think
do
it's golden
too.
retriever.
I do too, 100%. So I hope that, again, that voicemail had come in a while ago, and I hope that they're still together, and I hope that he continues to compliment and keep it in his phone, and maybe now it's a habit without the notification. And I think that's about it for this week, ladies. Let's have a lovely week ahead. Hopefully I will survive Jamaica, and we'll talk to you guys next week.